Hello all. So following from the last class, we basically have done everything on the Microsoft Word, but I want to introduce to you another interesting features that we can do, which is the macros, right? So we can see over here, right? Over here, if I open up this over here, okay, let me just open up this one. If you can see this one, I enable content. Let's see, is this? Content. Let me just close this. Okay. Let's open this again. Why is it? I think that was a crash just now. Okay. So basically, if I click generate letter, over here is blank, right? What happened is if I click this generate letter, all right. Previously we used the mailing function, right? That would help us to save a lot of job, but it's still not good enough because you want it to be automated. So what we can do is we can create a button over here, and when we click on it, you generate all the document accordingly. All right, over here is the template. This is the template, and this is the list, Excel list. Okay, so just close this one so that it will not crash when I run the macros. So let me click on this one. Okay. Just wait for a while. Go to this PDF. You can see everything is generated automatically with just a single click. Okay. So how to do this? This button over here. Very simple. I have the list of instructions over here. We can just do is we can copy this and paste into the new blank Word folder. To activate the script, you use this alternate plus F11. Okay. Alternate F11. Over here is the place where you can insert all your script. So go to insert module. So you have the instruction list of instruction over here, or list of code. Copy this and paste it over to here. So here you can see that I'll explain to you how this works. First, to start, we need to have a sub over here, means sub routine that this block of code over here will be usable continuously. Okay. First of all, we need to declare the variable, whatever variable that we will use. Over here is the name of the code. All right, we are the one that named this. We can change any name accordingly. Okay, we can put in like a generate certificate from template or whatever name that suits the current project. Okay. Oh, here's the dim. So first because we are using the Excel and the Word. So over here, the first part over here is to dim the Excel code or everything that's related to the Excel. Over here, the second, the dim over here is to dim anything that is related to the Word. Over here, third one is to dim the loop function, loop features. All right, the fourth one over here is to dim the variables that you'll use to transfer from the Excel to the Word. And over here is to name where the save path will be. Basically, we are declaring them first so that this Visual Basic application, they will know what we are talking about. All of these can be changed here. You can change according to your name that you want. So over here first, you can see initiate the Excel objects. Okay, to initiate the Excel object, first we'll set the first code over here. To create the object means we open the Excel application. This one cannot change. Excel application, this code over here we cannot change. If you change this, you can change this one, then you have to change this one. But this command over here, we cannot change. Okay. Then we'll open up the workbook over here by looking at the Excel app, the one that we actually open the Excel application. We actually paste this over here. Very simple. If you put everything into one long code, right, it will be very complex. And when we want to do debug, it will be very confusing. So that's why we are breaking down and what we are declaring various or different variables for different memory, all right? So that when we break down one by one, if there's some problem on the code, we can easily debug them. So over here, basically, we'll open up the workbook from where? Over here, open, this one cannot change, but this one you have to change where do you put your file of this Excel. So for my case, all right, I actually put in the desktop, and my desktop is linked with the OneDrive. So that's why we'll see e.onedrive, this one, /desktop. Over here, you need to decide where is your Excel file. One of the way is over here, this one and this one. All right, I will share with you. I'll share with you this instruction as well. Right click, copy path over here. Then you will get the location of your file from. Okay. You can go properties. You can check from here as well. But over here, they just tell you the location. You have to add in the Excel list over here. All right, they just give you the location from there to here. You need to add in a /Excel list of this. Then open up the first sheet. All right, look at the first sheet. Then get last used row. Use this function. Code accordingly. All right. On the first sheet that we define, you'll count 1 to the end. These are constant, right? You cannot change this one. Dot the row. Then we'll look through each row in the Excel. For I is 2 equals to 2. Or this one also you must change accordingly, because the I over here means we will start to search from number 2. All right, this I will be number 2, the row. All right, the row that we define here will be gained from number 2. This is the row, this is the column. So now we define the name and department as string so that we can copy and paste these two back inside to the placeholder over here. Let me just open and show you. This is the name and this is the department, right? This is from the second row, because the first one is the header. That's the purpose of I equals to 2 to the last the last row is equals to the sheet over here that you detect count from the first one up to the end of this one. This is already a constant. Okay, finish. All right, you're done with the Excel. Now, from the Excel, you have done with this setting up the command to loop to find each of these. Now we will open up the Word template by simply set the Word document equals to the document open from, this is the location. So if you see over here, right click, you can copy as path. Okay, then you will get this location over here. Then you're going to replace each of them, replace with this function with and end with, right? With the word doc dot content dot find this dot text equals to the name. Then you dot replace dot text equals to the name. This one is here, okay? And this one you will find from the first, starting from the second row, first column. So go here, second row, first column, and we'll start with this. Second row, second column, we'll start with this. All right, the name and the department. Basically, you replace the name and you replace the department. All right, execute the replace. Then end with. Finally, you want to save as the PDF. So the save path equals to, over here, we already defined the string. This is the save path. So where to find this one? You need to create a folder, PDF folder, right click, copy path, all right? Then paste the path over to here. And then end the name and the .pdf. Basically, you are defining that each of the files saved will be using the name that we define over here, and then as a PDF. Okay, Word.export as a fixed format. Output file equals to this save path export format equals 17. This one is another constant. See, is the constant for PDF format, all right? And then Word doc dot close files, all right? When you close, then without saving the original document. Okay, let me close this one and close this one. Go to the PDF, you see it's blank. And now we can just click on this button run. So just wait for a while. You will see the Word automatically run and there will be a message box. I forgot to say this. Forgot to do this. Next, I didn't finish it, right? You just close this one. These are the loop process. Then next, this is a cleanup. Basically, you want to clean up the rest of the thing. You want to close up this one, the X. I'll close false means you don't change anything. Quit the apps and then set this all to nothing. Finally, a message box or letter generated successfully. Then it ends up. Okay. If you go back to here, you can see the PDF is created like so. All right. So simple as that. Okay. Now this is not the end, okay? Because we go back, we close this one. This is the document, right? It's blank. So what you're going to do is you want to create a button over here. So you go to developer. For those that don't have the developer, you go to this new and options. Go to this customize ribbon. And you can find over here the developer. You can just tick this one and click OK. And the developer form ribbon will come out. Click on this one, the legacy tools. Select the command button, active X control. Click on this. Right click, click on the property. Change the name over here from the caption. Right, generate letter. Okay. Close this one. Right click, view code. Now you want to click this button, straight away you want to execute this function over here, right? So copy this and paste here. And close this one. Exit the design mode. And you click on this button. Wait for a while, it will just run according to what you want. And click OK. Go and check you have the documents. Like this, we actually finished. And last is you go to file, go to save, go to this document and save this to the desktop. Maybe you can say that generate macros. Go to this Word macros enable, save. Okay, close this one. Let me go back to the PDF. Okay, close everything already, right? What is it? Letter generate macros. This one. Okay, just to show you, all right. So we have, let's say, a long list, 27. Save. Will it really work or not? Right? Go to this letter generate, enable the content. Click generate letter. Wait for the system to automatically generate. Yeah, it will go slowly. So if you merge with the Excel merger, then you can run other script of codes, then it will go faster. Depends on how you actually write the commands. But using this one, it will go through one by one. So go to the PDF, we can see we have the everything set accordingly. All right. Just to confirm with you again. Number 27, we got 30, 29 over here. And here's the PDF. That's it. Hope you have learned something from this. And next time when you want to generate repeated documents, for example, in the project, of course, these are additional steps you might consider to incorporate in your assignment when you want to generate like a list of receipts or a list of letters for your customer, or when you hire a new staff. So I will upload this accordingly. All right, make sure you follow the steps. And that's it. See you all next week. Next week, we'll have a physical meeting. And until then, take care.